Hi, it's Darnell with Way Living Recipes, and today I'm going to be doing some water testing for metals and pH using distilled water, purified water, alkaline water, and spring water. And we'll see how that turns out. So let's do some testing. Alright, so let me show you everything I'm working with here. Got 4 glasses to hold the water. This is water out of my water distiller. I've done a review of the water distiller here on the channel, and there's over 900 other videos, over 80 countertop cooker and type reviews here. I've got some purified water. This is Wesley Farms. This comes from BJ's. They say that this water is reverse osmosis purified, and they added minerals for taste. Here I have some ionized alkaline water. This is from Costco, Kirkland brand. They say that it has a pH of 9.5. Now I've heard that this alkaline water, the pH can change after they bottle it, but when we test we'll see what we get. And for spring water, we've got Deer Park spring water representing that. And so I'm going to go ahead and put a little water in each of the glasses here. Alright, so first we're going to TDS or metal test the distilled water. It comes up straight zeros. You can see the temperature there in Fahrenheit, and then it's straight zeros. Next, shaking it off, I'll test the purified water. Sometimes you have to shake things around in the water a little bit to get the water from the previous thing that was tested off, and make sure that you're getting a full read of what you're in now. So in the purified water, even moving it around a little bit, making sure that there's not too much contamination from the previous sample, we see we're still on zeros. So even purified water gives us all zeros. Now we're going to move over to the ionized alkaline water, which is supposed to be purified also. It says it's purified, so let's test that. And we see that the TDS meter moves up. We get a 36 parts per million on metals. So this alkaline water has some metals in it. Now we're going to test the spring water, and we see it has the highest of all, 89 parts per million of metals in the spring water. And I'm adding one more. I'm adding tap water, because I'm sure you're probably wondering, well, how does this all stack up versus tap water? So putting the TDS meter in the tap water, it's at 70. So my tap water from my tap is less metals than the Deer Park spring water. That's pretty interesting. So now let's do some pH testing with some actual pH strips so that we can read that with the strips. So testing the distilled water, we come up very green, so we know that we're right in the middle there. So that's good. Neutral. Now we're going to try the purified water. Let me get that out the way. Also green, so also neutral. Now we'll try what is supposed to be alkaline water. It should come up darker because it's supposed to be alkaline. Well, what do you know? It comes up green too. Because as I've heard, this water might go into the bottle as a higher pH, but after it sets in the bottle for a while, I've heard that it just turns to neutral as well. And my pH strip is showing it as neutral. It's not showing it as darker. It's not any darker than the others. I mean, they're all green. It should be something further up. If it's supposed to be a 9 point something, it's supposed to be 9.5. It should be closer to a much darker green or blue. I don't think that's the case. I've backed the camera up just so that you can see the strips after I laid them out. They are starting to turn from the metals on the table a little bit, but they all were basically green coming out of the water. They all were neutral. So let me try the spring water, also a green neutral, and tap water, fresh out the tap. Let's see what we get for tap water. And get another strip off. Okay. Also looking green and neutral. So all of these are basically neutral for their pH now, but there's a vast difference in the metals. And yes, I did position them in the order that I suspected metal numbers would come out. I thought tap water would be the worst, but I was mistaken. This bottled spring water is the worst as far as metals. You got a little in here, but your purified water and your distilled water are free of metals according to the TDS meter. But as far as pH, everybody comes out green, everybody comes out basically neutral on the pH test. So it doesn't seem like one is more alkaline than the other, just because the alkaline water is supposed to be alkaline. I'm just going to pop it in one more time, one more strip, just to show you again what this is supposed to be alkaline water. I mean, that's as green as the others coming out. It's green. So yeah, so all of them are the same in my humble opinion. I am just of the personal opinion now that this stuff, this ionized water, really isn't getting you anything, because as I said, I believe when they bottle it, when they put it in the bottle, yeah, it probably is ionized when they put it in the bottle, but by the time it gets to you, it's going to go to its natural state of neutral. So it's just going to go to its natural state. That's my thoughts on that there. But you've seen the test, and so that's all that I have, but you can always leave your comments and your thoughts. And in the video description, there are lots of ways to help the channel. Nothing in this video is sponsored, nothing given to me in any of my videos, and that's how I prefer it. But you can check out things like my cookbook, merch, membership, donation, link to the Amazon shop. You can always check out my blog, superwaveovenrecipes.com. That's superwaveovenrecipes.com. And so enjoy your water, folks, whatever you choose.